right, what's up, everybody? Looks like we are good to go. Hope you are all doing well. Yeah, things are well here. Things are good. We are about to defend our championship, 2021 World Series. It's Yankees versus Braves. It starts with interleague play. Garrett Cole against Mike Soroka. Now, of course, this is year 2. What we established last year is we'll do, in the second year, one game a series. So we'll start off, obviously, with this one, and then we'll play Corbin Burns in Baltimore, since that's our big off-season acquisition. And then we'll play, we probably won't play it tonight, but we'll play it on Wednesday, because tomorrow's podcast night. Somebody against Boston. So either Castillo or Severino, most likely. But yeah. So here we go. Cole versus Soroka. Oh, I mute the TV so you don't get that feedback. All right. So Yankees head down to Atlanta. Everybody, of course, super rested following the preseason. The bullpen is ready to go. Cole's on the mound. DJ LeMahieu, not the leadoff hitter anymore. He's the number 2 guy now. So this way we kind of get a lefty-righty-lefty action. And then Hicks is down to the 6 hole. And typically we have Didi in at DH. But with it being the National League, there is no DH, so Didi's on the bench. So there you go. But we made the lineup a little more lefty, a little more balanced in the offseason. Actually, it's funny. I should have Corbin Burns pitch one of these games just because he's used to it with the National League. But opening day 2022 down in Atlanta. Yankees versus the Braves. The Braves, of course, lost in the NLCS to the Mets, who eventually lost to these Yankees in the World Series in 6 games. And we are... It is a beautiful day here, as last year's numbers for Mike Soroka, 18-7, a 2.53 ERA, about a 2.5 to strike out, 1 to strike out the walk ratio in 33 starts. Leading off, newest Yankee, Jake Cronenworth. You see there, 13 homers, 79 RBIs. Soroka, a sinker, slider, fastball, changeup, cutter. Hey, man, don't thank me. Thank Cyber Cooper. Thank him who came down and gifted it to everybody. He came in on Friday and just went bam. Yeah, hand tucks, kind of as we predicted, like weeks ago. What's up, Isaiah? What's up, JP? Much appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, I know, Darkstroke, but it's just the 1-game wild card. I wouldn't be surprised if we lose. So, Cronenworth now, the 0-1, swing and a miss, 0-2. What's up, Mel? How's it going? What's up, Rich? It'll be an 0-2 now to Cronenworth. Swing and a miss, strike 3 there on the slider. Wearing Wade Boggs' old number. 1 away. And that bring up DJ LeMahieu now. You see there a 3.10 average, 40 homers, 91 RBIs. Number 2 hitter now. What's up, Proxy? First pitch to DJ. Swing and a miss. Good cutter there that got back on the plate. 0-1. LeMahieu, of course, had a very rough playoffs. Ended up on the bench by the end of it. Swing and a miss there, 0-2. But it's back here in the starting lineup. I mean, I can't, Isaiah. I picked them to win the East at the very beginning of the season, as that misses high and outside 1 and 2. I mean, you have to remember, like, what competition was there? Once the Mets lost to Grom, there really was none. The 1-2 smacked up the middle. There, I believe, is Swanson. Fires the first. Nice play there, ranging far to his left. 2 away here now in the top of the first. We now look at the Yankees starting lineup. We just saw Cronenworth and LeMahieu. He will be followed by Christian Yelich. Then JT Realmuto, Luke Voigt, Aaron Hicks, Gio Urshela, AJ Pollock, and Cole batting 9th. No, Darkstroke, the Rays gave the Yankees that game. That's why you put in, that's why they did what they did. They put in their 2 worst pitchers in September. So we're going to pull the mic a little bit closer. Sorry if there's any static, as Yelich takes a strike 0-1. They put in their 2 worst pitchers. They didn't walk Judge. They didn't care. As Yelich hammers a slider foul, 0-2. So the only difference, Odoms, is we traded Tyon and got Corbin Burns instead. The 0-2 now popped up, left field. Should reach the seats, still 0-2. I thought, yeah, no, the Braves have an easy division, Isaiah, as that's inside the Yelich, 1-2 now. Making Soroka work a little bit here. He's good, but he's been bad this month. He had a 7 ERA in his last 6 outings, Darkstroke. He'd really struggled in September. Him and Fleming, who had a 5 ERA on the season. So it was one of those things where Cash is like, well, if I get my guys straightened out, great. If I don't, oh well. Heaney's gone for sure, Odoms. There's no way they're bringing back Heaney as Yelich checks his swing. Did he go? Yes, says the third base umpire. So Soroka strikes out 2 here in the first. We go bottom 1 in Atlanta. No score. All right, whatever you say there, Darkstroke. He had a 6.75 ERA in September. As this one popped up to first. Luke Voigt is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. What you like to see there. And 1 away here now in the bottom of the first. So you look at the Braves lineup. Jose Iglesias, former Angel, led off. That was actually Iglesias, not Swanson. My apologies. Albies at second, is batting second. Then Freeman, Acuna Jr., Marcell Ozuna, Darno behind the plate, Austin Riley, Ryan Braun in right, and then Mike Soroka, the pitcher. As there's a strike right down the middle, 0-1. And again, Fleming, I mean, again, the play there is not to pitch to Judge. You don't pitch to Judge there. If you're trying to win that game, which, again, I don't think the Rays were. I think the Rays were honestly like, you know what? We played you to a scoreless standstill. We don't want to go to extra innings because there's no benefit for us. And they pitched to Judge. They should have walked Judge. If they cared about that game, they would have walked Judge. I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. The Rays were not trying to win that game. Because also, not saying they're afraid of Toronto, but they'd much rather play the Yankees or Red Sox than the Jays. And if the Yankees lost that game, it would have been a 163 today. And the Rays match up better against the Yankees and Red Sox. Swing and a miss there. Strike 3 to Albies, 2 away. Excuse me. First K of the day for Cole. I think it's 8 o'clock, Rich. I'm not sure. 8 o'clock, what East Coast time. It's gonna be it's the only game tomorrow. So it's a primetime game. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock. It's ESPN. As Freddie Freeman now up at the plate with 2 outs and no one on. Takes a strike in the outside corner, 0-1. So 8 o'clock on the East Coast, 5 o'clock in the Pacific. As this one hammered to right field. And the first runs of 2022 come off the bat of Freddie Freeman. Goodbye, baseball. 375 feet. He hooks a changeup into the right field stands. And it's 1-0 Atlanta. Yeah, changeup that, unfortunately for Cole, missed badly right down Broadway. As this one swung on a miss down by Acuna, 0-1. The 0-1 to Acuna is inside, 1-1. You wonder how much of a hangover both of these teams would have. They had deep playoff runs last year, as that misses low. Cole was not very dominant in the playoffs. Went 2-2. Mostly he's actually dominant in the playoffs. He wasn't dominant. He played terribly against the Mets in the World Series. Of course, the Braves can relate as they lost the NLCS to the Mets in 5. As now this one ripped on the left field line, foul, 3-2. The 3-2, chopped on the right field line, just foul. Acuna just got a good piece of that slider. 17th pitch of the inning for Cole is low and inside, and ball 4. So Acuna draws the walk, and that brings up the dangerous Marcell Ozuna. There's a strike on the inside part of the plate. 0-1. There's John Scott, new Yankee manager. Aaron Boone won the World Series and was not re-signed, as that misses low and outside, 1-1. No, Darkstroke, I have 0 interest in the Squid Games. I already knows what happened. I just Wikipedia'd it. I'm like, okay, cool. It's definitely something I don't have to watch. So, as it'll be 2-2 now to Ozuna. Strike 3, throws him with the fastball on the inside black. But Freddie Freeman gets the Braves on the board. At the end of 1 full in Atlanta, it's 1-0 Braves. As the best catcher in baseball, JT Realmuto will lead off here at the top of the second. JT hammers that changeup foul. 0-1. Because I have zero interest in it, Darkstroke. Like, just because everybody's like, oh my god, it's so good, it's so good. What I've learned in my life is that what most people think is good, I don't always think is good. There's a strike, 0-2. I have zero interest. I am very particular about what TV shows I watch, because I don't watch a lot of TV. I rather play video games. If it was a video game called Squid Games, I'd more likely look at it than a Netflix show. As this is grounded to the right side, Albies from right field throws the first in time, 1 away. We look at the Braves defense now. Ozuna, Acuna, and Braun. Ryan Braun, former Brewer, in right. And then Austin Riley at third. Jose Iglesias at short. Albies at second. Freeman at first. 3 gold gloves on this in this defense. And Darno behind the plate. I don't mind The Office, Odoms, but I never got into it like a lot of other folks did, and I refuse to watch Stranger Things. As this one hammered to right field by Luke Voigt and deep. Going back is Braun. It's over his head. And 1 hop against the wall. So the 2 first basemen have a couple of hits today. Freeman a solo home run. Luke Voigt a double. And now that brings up Aaron Hicks with a man on and a man out. Went the other way with the slider. As Hicks punches this the other way, but right at Riley. Makes the catch on the fly. 2 away here in the second. And now that brings up Gio Urshela. Had a career year in every category last year. Brought back on a 2-year contract with the Yankees. Takes one low, 1-0. So, as that paints the outside corner now, 1-1. Yes, Yankees. If they can afford Rizzo, I would re-sign him. Especially because Voigt, at this point, as much as I love him, he's just too injury prone. As Gio smacks this one towards left field, it's going to be a base hit. Voigt will round third. He will score easily the tying run. And Gio Urshela has an RBI double as the Yankees quickly answer. It's 1-1. It's very true, Odoms. Cole has not been very sharp lately. Brings up A.J. Pollock, the everyday left fielder now. First pitch to Pollock. Swing and a miss. Good sinker there from Soroka. 0-1. So a couple doubles here. The Yankees answer right back. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good high slider there. Just out of the zone. Pollock's eyes lit up but couldn't reach it. Yes, World Series MVP, Pollock. Correct, Mel. Thank you. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Soroka gets out of the inning, but the Yankees answer. Gio Urshela, an RBI double. At the end of 1.5, we're knotted at 1. That's right, JT Realmuto was the playoffs MVP, but Pollock, with 6 home runs in the World Series, 6 home runs in 6 games, was your World Series MVP. As Darno now leads off against Cole, fouls a fastball back out of play, 0-1. And now a changeup just a little low, 1-1. Now a slider outside, 2-1. I know, we had to work on it, Odoms, but we came to a deal, a 2-year deal. As that misses low to Darno, 3-1. Again, the Braves not chasing any of Cole's pitches. As that misses high, and it's a leadoff walk, ball 4. John Scott not happy with what he sees, and that brings up Austin Riley, who had a nice power numbers, but a terrible average last year. Looking to rectify that here. As he takes a first pitch strike, 0-1. Cole gets ahead of the count, but then he falls behind usually. Oh, swing and a miss there, 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So good morning, good afternoon, good night. Cole bounces back with a strikeout there. Third of the day. And that brings up Ryan Braun. And he rolls one foul, 0-1. Braun, of course, signed as a free agent. That misses low, 1-1. And now swing and a miss on a slider, 1-2. Now a backdoor slider, caught him looking, strike 3, down goes Braun. And now that brings up Soroka, who hit 0.97 last year with an RBI, trying to help his cause. Swings through a fastball there, 0-1. And now pops him up. Late on the fastball. Pollock is there. I'm sorry, Pollock is actually in right. I forgot. Pollock is the right fielder now. Yelich is in left. Yeah, me either, Mel. I'm very surprised. But we go top 3, tied at 1, as Garrett Cole will lead off. Actually drew himself a walk in a few plate appearances last year. But, of course, not hitting anything. I think he went 0 for 3 with a walk. As he takes one low from Soroka, 1-0. Wind carrying to left today, about 9 miles an hour. And Cole fouls off a sinker, 1-1. The 1-1. Chop to the left side. Riley there in the slow roller. Will take his time. Fire to first. Got him by a stride. 1 away. Good, decent contact there for a pitcher. That brings up Jake Cronenworth. He struck out in his first at-bat as a Yankee. Signed in the offseason to replace Adam Frazier at short. Swings and misses on an inside slider. 0-1. Soroka trying to jam him as Cronenworth. He'll make him pay with a mistake, but that one hits the corner. 0-2. The 0-2 to Cronenworth. Chopped up the middle, slow roller. Albies there. Fires the first. High throw. Good stretch by Freeman. 2 away. Yeah, that's fair, Mel. That's fair, guys. Yeah, it's very easy for guys to get hurt in these games. That brings up DJ LeMahieu. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out. Fouls off a low slider. 0-1. The 0-1 to DJ. Swing and a miss. Good slider again there from Soroka. 0-2. Soroka, sinker, slider, fastball, changeup, cutter. And now back up the middle. Oh, but Soroka stabs it. That one looked like if that got by Soroka, that would have been a base hit easily. Instead, it's a 1-2-3 inning. We go bottom third, tied at 1. As Jose Iglesias leads off here. Pops this one to center field. Hicks is there. Settles underneath it, makes the catch, 1 away. Now to bring up Ozzie Albies. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And Ozzie Albies re-gives the Braves the lead. He ambushes a first pitch fastball. Cole misplaced it. It was right down Broadway. And it's 2-1 Atlanta. Holy cow. As now that brings up Freeman, who homered in his first at-bat. Freeman now smacks one foul in the left field line. 0-1. These pesky lefties of the Braves. As now there's a strike in the inside part of the plate. 0-2. Now a slider low. 1-2. It'll be a 1-2 to Freeman. In the dirt, 2-2. Cole, again, really struggling to get his breaking balls over for strikes. The 2-2 fouled back out of play. Count holds here to Freeman. Be another 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on the low. Changeup, strike 3. And it's only game 1 of the season. It's opening day, Odoms. As that brings up Acuna Jr. He walked in his first at-bat. Fouls off a fastball there. 0-1. Now swing and a miss on a low slider. 0-2. And chases one in the dirt. Strike 3. Real Muto will take his time. Fire to first in time. Completes the play. But Ozzie Albies re-gives the Braves the lead at the end of 3 full here in Atlanta. It's 2-1 Braves. As that brings up Christian Yelich, former NL MVP. And he hammers one to right field, and we have a tie ball game. Yelich is first as a Yankee to the top of the chop house. Goodbye, baseball. And we are tied back up now at 2. Christian Yelich taking over for Aaron Judge in that blockbuster offseason trade. Gets a hold of one, and it's 2-2 here in the fourth. Yep, a slider that was right over the middle of the plate, and he did not miss it. As now the playoff MVP and the 2021 batting champion, JT Realmuto, swings at one low, 0-1. The 0-1 to JT, chopped foul, 0-2. Realmuto came over last offseason, of course, for a trade with Gary Sanchez, Giancarlo Stanton, and Aroldis Chapman. As this one's blooped towards center field, it's going to drop in for a base hit, and Realmuto, getting greedy, tries to stretch a single into a double, but he gets thrown out as Acuna recovers nicely. So one away here in the fourth. Realmuto trying to get himself to scoring position with nobody out. Instead, Acuna recovered on the dive, and he dropped the fly ball. Brings up Luke Voigt now, who doubled and came around to score the first Yankee run. So no one on with a man out now, swing and a miss, 0-2. Yes, Mel, that is the plan. After this game, we're going to Baltimore, and we're going to pitch with Corbin Burns. That is the plan, Mel. It'll be an 0-2 to Voigt. Way outside, 1-2. The Chargers are a good team, though, also this year, Odoms. But yeah, last I saw it was 14-0. I said it in my preseason preview that I think the Chargers could make the playoffs this year. The 1-2. Smack towards left field, fairly deep, but Ozuna has it lined up. He'll make the catch, 2 away. And again, that's why the Yankees tried to get Realmuto to second, or he tried to get himself to second. No, I'll play all the playoff games, Mel. I'll play off the playoff games. What's up, 31B? How's it going? Aaron Hicks now up with 2 outs and no one on. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss on a high slider, 0-1. Just missed that hanger. Now the 0-1 hammered to right field and deep. Going back is Braun. It is one hop off the wall. Hicks is thinking about third, but he will hold at second with a 2-out double. And now here comes the pitching coach to try and settle down Soroka. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm not excited. It is what it is. Like, at this point, I really don't think the Yankees are going to win. I really don't. I think they're in a downward spiral again. I think we're done for. As Gio Urshela chops off a slider, 0-1. I mean, but again, whoever wins the wild card, I don't care because we're going to lose to the Rays. It's like there's just no hope beyond the wild card game. As that misses low, 0-2. The 0-2 outside, 1-2. Gio lays off. That's the problem, Mel. Exactly. Even if we do win tomorrow. Oh, as Gio gets plunked. No intent there with 2 outs. Obviously, Gio will reach, though, as Soroka loses control of one. Yeah, it's not really. 31B, not really. Like, it's kind of like basketball to a lesser degree, but, like, usually the better team will win. The Yankees don't have... The talent's not consistent. The 1-0 to Pollock. Fouled back out of play, 1-1. Yankees looking to take the lead here, top of the fourth. 2 on with 2 outs. As Pollock takes one outside 2-1. Pollock knows he's got a base open. And Garrett Cole is on deck. The 2-1 swing and a miss on a slider out of the zone. 2-2. Pollock well out in front of that one. Good speed at second, bad speed at first. That swing and a miss. He strikes out Pollock on the sinker. Strike 3, but Christian Yelich ties this game at 2, and we go bottom 4, tied at 2. Leading off here is the left fielder Marcell Ozuna. He's 0 for 1. All right, sounds good, Odom. See you in a bit as that misses inside, 1-0. Ozuna now 5 for 22 in his career against Cole. A lot of that was with Cole's with Pittsburgh. Swing and a miss there, 1-1. Just 2, Odoms, just 2. That slider just misses outside, 2-1. Cole at 50 pitches. Curveball misses high, 3-1. Darno on deck. Now there's a strike at the knees with the fastball, 3-2. Cole gets back into it. The payoff pitch. It's chopped foul, still 3-2 as the count holds. Ozuna just got a piece of that changeup. Be another 3-2. Another foul ball. The 3-2 one more time. Swing and a miss, blew the fastball by him, strike 3. So Cole has struck out Ozuna twice. 7 Ks on the day, and that brings us Travis d'Arnaud. He walked in his first at-bat to lead off the second. And he hammers this one foul, 0-1. The 0-1 to d'Arnaud. Again, this one poked foul, 0-2. The 0-2 to d'Arnaud. Just got a piece of that fastball to stay alive. Still 0-2. Another foul ball. Darno just gets a piece of that changeup. Good pitch there from Cole. Pitch number 60 now on its way. Punch to first. Voigt is there. Takes it himself on a hop. 2 away. Pretty much, Mel. Pretty much. You are not wrong, my friend. As Austin Riley 0 for 1. Swings through a fastball there. 0-1. Now a curveball misses outside, 1-1. And this one, if it's fair, it's gone. It is gone! Off the foul pole. Riley turns on an inside fastball and doinks one off the foul pole. It's 3-2 Atlanta. Not a bad pitch, but Riley got enough of it. And that brings up Ryan Braun now with 2 outs and no one on. There's a strike, 0-1. And now Braun rips one foul, 0-2. So Cole, not his dominant self, although there's another strike. Strike 3. Braun down looking, got him for the second time today, but Austin Riley turned on an inside fastball. And at the end of 4, the Braves answer back again. It's 3-2 Atlanta. And now that brings up Garrett Cole. He grounded out in his first at-bat. First pitch from Soroka. Swinging and a miss on a fastball, 0-1. Cole has a little bit of pop, but he'd really have to run into one to help his own cause here. As he punches this to the right side and through for a base hit. A rare single for Garrett Cole. Those days in Pittsburgh, I guess, coming through. And now that brings up Jake Cronenworth. What a time for his first day in pinstripes, or at least the road grays. And he pops it up. Well, at least he didn't strike out this time. Shallow center. Long run for Acuna, but he makes the catch, 1 away. Just missed the changeup there. And that brings up DJ LeMahieu. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts. So Cole off of first, 1 out, top 5, and LeMahieu chases a slider, 0-1. Right now, top of the lineup, not doing much for the Yankees. Yelich on deck. As LeMahieu out in front of a changeup there, 0-2. Trying to keep the ball low, trying to induce a ground ball. 60th pitch of the day for Soroka. Smacked foul, just a little late on it was LeMahieu, still 0-2. The 0-2, chopped to the right side, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Freeman was holding Cole on for some reason, like he was running. And that opened up the right side a lot, and LeMahieu gets his first hit of the 2022 campaign. And that brings up Christian Yelich. 1 for 2 with a solo home run. And he drops this up the middle. It could be 2. The second for 1 on the first. It's an inning-ending 4-6-3 double play. So Yelich giveth and he taketh awayeth. As that ends the rally, we go bottom 5. Yankees down 3-2. Soroka now leading off here against Cole. Looking to return the favor. Takes a strike. 0-1. Swings to a fastball there. 0-2. Now a little high with the fastball. 1-2. Soroka flew out to right in his first at-bat. 70th pitch of the day from Cole is low. 2-2. Try to get him to chase the slider. The 2-2. Fouled it off. Just got a piece of that fastball. Still 2-2. And strike 3 throws him by a changeup. 1 away. 9 Ks for Cole. And that brings up Jose Iglesias now. He's 0 for 2. Takes a strike at the knees. 0-1. 4 for 25 in his career against Cole. Now make it 4 for 26 as this is grounded to Voigt at first. Takes it himself, 2 away. Now that brings up Ozzie Albies, who's 1 for 2 with a solo home run. Takes a strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-1. The 0-1. Good pitch at the belt there, inside corner. 0-2. Now this one in the dirt. 1-2. Now curveball misses. 2-2. As Cole again really struggling with those breaking pitches, but this slider now punched foul. Still 2-2. 80th pitch of the day for Cole. Again, this one chopped foul. Albie's making him work. Yankees would love to see Cole go 6, but as the pitch count starts to get up there, it's game 1 of the season. Swing and a miss on the fastball. 10 Ks in 5 innings for Cole. We go top 6. Yankees down by 1. They're out hitting the Braves. The Braves have 3 hits. They're all solo home runs, though. As JT Realmuto's 1 for 2 with a single. Was thrown out trying to stretch that single into a double. As he fouls off that backdoor slider. Just missed it. 0-1. Realmuto almost at 150 career home runs. As this one skied to right center actually. Acuna there will make the catch. 1 away. And now that brings up Luke Voigt. He's 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. As he fouls off a sinker there, does Voigt. 0-1. Luke Voigt, the All-Star Game MVP. Actually, no, that's not true. I thought it was Didi. As this one rolled over to right side, because of the shift, it's actually Freeman there. Flips to Soroka, covering, 2 away. Voigt tried to go the other way through the hole, but right at Freeman, he smacked that one. And now that brings up Aaron Hicks, who's 1 for 2 with a double. The first pitch to Soroka. Hammered to the right side, but because of the shift, Albies is there to make the catch in shallow right, and the Yankees go 1-2-3. We go bottom 6. Yankees down 3-2 as Freddie Freeman, one of those 3 solo home runs, takes a strike. 0-1. Now 8 for 22 with 2 long balls against Cole. As he chases an inside fastball there. 0-2. Best pitch of the day for Cole has been the fastball, but when he misses with it, it goes a long way as that misses low. 1-2. Now curveball. Freeman started the Greer back, but he lays off. 2-2. Should be the last inning for Cole, as that slider just misses. Count now full. Acuna on deck. And now Freeman goes the opposite field. It's going to be a base hit. It's going to take a weird carom. Freeman, though, will have a leadoff double as Yelich gets it in quickly. The first non-home run of the day for the Braves. And now that brings up Acuna Jr. 0 for 1 with a walk. There's the strike at the knees. 0-1. Now swinging a miss on a changeup. 0-2. Little low on the slider, and Acuna lays off. 1-2. Another low slider. 2-2. Cole starting to run out of gas, as this one's ripped foul. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on the slider. Strike 3. 11 Ks for Cole. And that'll bring up Ozuna, who's 2 of them. That one just inside, said the umpire, 1-0. Now Ozuna goes around on that one, 1-1. Now a strike with the slider at the knees, 1-2. And now that misses low and away, 2-2. Now the changeup misses outside, 2-2. Darno on deck. As this one punched to the right side, it's a base hit. They're going to hold Freeman at third. Pollock has a solid arm. So runners at the corners now, though. And maybe a little too late. Darren O'Day starting to warm in the Yankee pen. As a Darno 0 for 1. Takes one a little high, says the umpire. 1-0. Still looks like a strike to me. And now this one up the middle, could be 2. Cronenworth to LeMahieu for 1. On the first, it's an inning-ending double play. 6-4-3, just what the doctor ordered. As the Yankees get the rally killer. And we go top 7. Braves still nursing a 3-2 lead. As Gio Urshela, 1 for 1 with a double. And RBI has also been hit by a pitch. And no matter what, it looks like Darren O'Day will come in to pitch the 7th now. As that'll do it for Cole. 6 innings, 3 runs. Technically a quality start, but not quality in his eyes for sure. As that misses inside, 1-0. Chris Martin and A.J. Minter now warming for the Braves. Probably Soroka's last inning as well. The 1-0, hammered foul. Gio just missed the hanging slider. 1-1. 70th pitch of the day now. Is hammered down the left field line, but again, Gio out in front. 1-2. Yankees have left 5 on base, the Braves 4. As Gio pokes this to the right side, but Albies is there, makes the catch on the humpback liner, 1 away. That brings up A.J. Pollock, who's 0 for 2 today. And Pollock chops a fastball foul, 0-1. Now this one, another hanging slider, but Pollock again misses it. Fouls it back. 0-2. Now fouls off a high slider again to stay alive. Still 0-2. Soroka, this will only be his 75th pitch. Just got a piece of that changeup as the bottom fell out of it. But Pollock able to get the nub of the bat on it, and the end of the nub end of the bat. As now this one smacked to the left side because of the shift, though. Iglesias there. 2 away as he fires the first. And again, that'll do it for Cole. And Didi Gregorius will come in to pinch hit off the bench. They play Didi to pull to the right side. As Didi fouls off a sinker, 0-1. Didi, of course, still has good power. The final year of a 2-year contract after being reacquired from the Phillies. As swinging a miss there in a sinker, 0-2. Already telling you now, we are probably not re-signing Didi at the end of this year. As Didi pops it up on the infield, Soroka will take it himself. Get up and stretch. We're going bottom 7. Yankees go 1-2-3 and are still down 3-2 as Darren O'Day made 49 appearances last year, a 4-1 record out of the pen, 5 saves, a 1.05 ERA. And of course, got the final out in Game 6 of the World Series to lock it down, as there's a strike to Austin Riley, 0-1. And now this one chopped to third. Yankees were playing him to pull. Gio protecting the line, fires the first, 1 away. And that'll bring up Ryan Braun, who's 0 for 2 today. He's got a couple of strikeouts. Probably nobody happier to see Cole gone as he fouls off a sinker there. 0-1. Now fouls off a slider. Quickly 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Strike 3. And now that'll bring up a pinch hitter. And there's Dansby Swanson, relegated to a pinch hitter role with the acquisition of Iglesias. Takes a strike at the top of the zone, 0-1. Now fouls off a sinker, 0-2. Ooh, and where was that slider, says O'Day, because it sure looked like strike 3 to me. And now this one ripped to left field, and isn't it how it goes? The umpire makes a bad call. You get a second chance, and Swanson now has a 2-out double. And that'll bring up Iglesias, the guy who replaced Swanson. That's called a ball. Suddenly the umpire has gotten really tight with this strike zone. There's a strike, 0-1, or 1-1. Now Iglesias fouls off a sinker, 1-2. Another foul ball, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, got him to chase a slider in the dirt. That'll end the inning, so the Swanson double is for naught. And we go top 8, Yankees still down 3-2. As A.J. Minter now comes on, his made 35 appearances last year, a 4.2 ERA in 30 innings, a 2-1 record. The lefty in, because 2 out of the 3 Yankees that are going to be in now are going to be lefties. Meanwhile, new Yankee Yasmero Petit will start to warm. Looks like he'll pitch the 8th. The first pitch to Minter, or excuse me, to Cronenworth from Minter, is inside, 1-0. Fastball, cutter, changeup is what Minter delivers. His first game's been pretty quick. As this one smacked to the left side and through for a base hit. So Cronenworth gets his first hit as a Yankee. He's got good speed over there at first. Darno's got a decent arm, though. Unlikely to be running here, especially with LeMahieu at the plate. As LeMahieu chases a high fastball, 0-1. So the tying run on first, good speed. LeMahieu, good with the bat, usually makes contact. The 0-1 inside, 1-1. The Braves played the matchups, and Cronenworth said, "Screw your matchups." It'll be a 1-1 to DJ. Skied to right, deep but playable. Acuna there in right center will make the catch, 1 away. And now that brings up Christian Yelich, who hit into a double play his last at-bat. Does have a home run today, though. The first pitch to Yelich is inside, 1-0. Can the Yankees deliver here against the Braves bullpen? Cronenworth off of first, 1 out, top 8. Good cutter, came back and hit the bottom part of the plate, 1-1. Minter gets that call, but I don't get the slider that gave it the double to Swanson. Anyway, the 1-1. Another good cutter, 1-2. I traded him, Andrew. I traded him. I said, bye-bye. You can't hit left. You can't hit righties. Bye-bye. Traded him for Yelich. Traded him and Tyon for Yelich. And I also got Corbin Burns for Devi Garcia. The 1-2. Low, 2-2. He hit a $190 in the playoffs. Goodbye. The 2-2 to Yelich. Chopped foul to stay alive. Still 2-2. The 2-2 outside, 3-2. Thank you, Andrew. I thought it was a good trade, too. I gave a couple prospects and Tyon and Judge for Burns and Yelich. And another prospect back in return, actually. The 3-2 pitch to Yelich. Back up the middle. This could be 2 again. Taking it himself is Iglesias on the first. And he's hit a home run today, but he's also hit into 2 double plays. Christian Yelich, not exactly the debut he was looking for. We go bottom 8. Yankees still down by 1. As Yasmero Petit made 60 appearances last year, a 3.07 ERA, 21 saves. Now making his first appearance as a Yankee. We're going to take some warm-up pitches because we are not used to working with him. A fastball, a cutter, a changeup, and a curveball from Petit. He will face Ozzy Albies, who's 1 for 3 today with a solo home run. All 3 Braves runs, solo home runs. The Yankees got doubles from Voigt and Urshela. That was the first run. And then they got a solo home run from Yelich. This has popped up at the plate. Real Muto makes the catch, 1 away. He was jammed with that nasty cutter. Now that brings up Freddie Freeman, 2 for 3, a homer and a double, killing the Yankees today. Fouls off the cutter, 0-1. Now this one chopped foul, 0-2. The 0-2 is low and outside, 1-2. Now another curveball, this one fouled off, 1-2. To Freeman. And now just got a piece of that 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Still 1-2. Now fouls off the cutter. Freeman's been doing this all day today. A lot of foul balls. Another foul ball this one off the curve. Strike 3, frozen with the outside. Change up, 2 away. And that'll bring up Ronald Acuna Jr. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. There's a strike from Petit. 0-1. Now chops the changeup foul. 0-2. So Cole went 6 innings, had 11 strikeouts, string and a miss there, strike 3. Real Muto tags out Acuna. Now the Yankees, their last hope to try and tie this game in the top of the 9th. They'll have to do it against Will Smith. 49 saves last year in 59 opportunities. A 3.26 ERA. The lefty will face JT Real Muto, 1 for 3 today with a single. Got thrown out trying to stretch it into a double. Fastball, slider, curveball pitcher. Oh, and there's a good slider over the outer half of the plate, 0-1. JT 1 for 6 with a single in his career against Smith. The 0-1 inside, 1-1. It'll be Real Muto, Voigt, and Hicks, the heart of the lineup. The 1-1 outside and maybe more low, actually. 2-1. JT trying to get a feel for him. The 2-1. Hammered to the left side and through for a base hit. So the guy who won the batting title last year picks up where he left off with 2 hits today. And that'll bring up Luke Voigt, who's 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. The first pitch to Luke, swing and a miss on a fastball, 0-1. You know he was looking to go yard there with that swing. Bad intentions. The 0-1, fouled back and out of play, 0-2. Smith doing a good job of jamming him thus far. Meanwhile, just in case, Chad Green starting to warm in the pen. Actually, Chad Green and Jonathan Loaizaga warming in the pen, depending on what happens here. Yankees have hit into 2 double plays today. Smith, I'm sure, is looking for another one here. The 0-2. This one inside and Voigt laid off. 1-2. Real Muto, good speed off of first. Will easily score, probably. Shouldn't say easily. Should score on something into the gap. The 1-2. Swing and a miss on the high fastball. Strike 3. So Smith gets a big out here, and that brings up Aaron Hicks. He's 1 for 3 with a double back in the 4th. Batting for the first time today from the right side. Curveball, this is inside, 1-0. Gio Urshela on deck. The 1-0, fouled back and out of play, 1-1. Hicks just a little late on that fastball. The 1-1, a little dribbler in front of the plate, going to be a tough play. Smith will only get the out at first. But Real Muto moves into scoring position on that swinging bunt. Yankees down to their last out now. And you know what? To make sure that the runner scores from second, Jason Dominguez comes in to pinch run for the Yankees. Gio Urshela, 1 for 2 tonight with a double, also been hit by a pitch and an RBI. Swing and a miss on a fastball there, just over the top of it, 0-1. Be an 0-1 to Gio. Inside, evens the count up at 1-1. A.J. Pollock on deck in case Gio gets on. The 1-1, way outside with the curveball, 2-1. Dominguez off a second, has terrific speed. The 2-1, outside, 3-1. Again, Pollock on deck. The 3-1 to Gio. Oh, late on the fastball, the count now full. That was a good pitch to hit, but he just was late on it. The payoff pitch. Ball 4 outside. Gio draws his second base, walk of the, well, a hit by pitch and a walk now. So he's been on base 3 times today. So the go-ahead run now on first. I mean, I guess I could substitute somebody for Gio. Nope. Yeah, I guess I'll sure, why not? Kevin Vizcaíno, who can also play third, will now pinch run for Gio. He's got good speed. The big run, though, is at second, the tying run. The first pitch to Pollock is popped up. Just missed the fastball. That will do it. The catch is made by Braun, and the Yankees lose game 1. But it is a marathon, 3-2. Cole drops to 0-1. Soroka goes to 1-0. Smith gets the save as the Braves fans everywhere can exhale once again. As he made it interesting with a single and a walk, but the Yankees can't push another run across. Freddie Freeman, 2 for 4, your player of the game. And, well, it happens. So the Yankees go to 0-1 on the season. And now the Yankees came back to win 6-2 in game 2. JT Realmuto a 3-run home run. Yeah, no, Mel, I'm not, that's not gonna happen. So real quick, well, that's the problem, Andrew, is, yeah, we couldn't get the big hit. We hit to do two big double plays. So Vizcaíno got the start for the Yankees against Fried. Castillo pitched well. Now, the rubber game of the series, and Atlanta won 4-1. Severino dropped to 0-1. Ryan Braun with a pair of home runs. Wow. So the Braves took the first series of the season 2-1. And now we'll play Yankees versus Orioles. Corbin Burns will make his Yankee debut in Baltimore. And how's the pen? The pen is well rested, which is good to see. It'll be Cronenworth, LeMahieu, and of course Didi's back in there. Very balanced lineup now. Corbin Burns makes his Yankee debut against Isaiah Campbell. Chance for the Yankees to get healthy here against the Orioles. As Cronenworth, still that's last year's numbers, 271 average, 13 homers, 79 RBIs. The first pitch from Campbell, popped foul and out of play, 0-1, and we are underway here in Baltimore. Fastball, changeup, curveball pitcher is Campbell. Now this one, hammered foul, 0-2. That fastball only came in at 89. Again, the wind is carrying to left today. As now this one poked to the left side. The shortstop is there. Fires the first in time, 1 away. Look at the Yankee starting lineup. We just saw Cronenworth ground out. He'll be followed by LeMahieu, Yelich, Realmuto, Luke Voigt, Aaron Hicks, Gio Urshela, Didi Gregorius 0 for 2 on the season. Of course, didn't play much down in Atlanta. And then A.J. Pollock batting ninth and playing right. The first pitch to DJ now from Campbell is hammered towards center. Fairly deep. Going back is Hayes at the track. Makes the catch for the second out of the inning. DJ gave it a ride. But Hayes ran it down. It was the deepest part of the park as we now see Christian Yelich hitting 300 on this young campaign. The first pitch from Campbell. Swing and a miss on a low fastball, 0-1. Former batting champion and an MVP. They play Yelich to pull to the right side. Swing and a miss on a fastball, 0-2. The 0-2. Chopped to the right side because of the shift. Tough play, but it gets through for a seeing eye single. So Yelich gets himself his 4th hit of the year. Now 4 for 11 on the young season. And that'll bring up JT Realmuto. Yelich had a homer and 2 RBIs. Realmuto has a homer and 3 RBIs. Swing and a miss on a fastball there, 0-1. Yelich, good speed off of first. Known to take a bag here or there. That's why Campbell shortens up to his approach out of the stretch to the plate, 0-2. The 0-2 to JT. Hammered towards right, fairly deep, but this will be caught out there for the final out of the inning. So the Yankees get a base hit, nothing else. We go bottom 1. No score here in Baltimore as Corbin Burns went 11-11 with a 3.66 ERA for Milwaukee last year. About a 2.5 to 1 strikeout walk ratio. About a hit an inning. Yankees, though, think he can do very good things for them as Porter Witt leads off here for Baltimore and takes one down, 1-0. Now swing and a miss on a good curveball, 1-1. Burns doesn't have a traditional fastball. Everything has movement as that cutter's fouled off, 1-2. Swing and a miss, got him on the slider, 1 away. So Burns gets his first K as a Yankee. And that brings up Ramon Urias. 203, 5 homers, 26 RBIs in the 2020 campaign. As this is lined to first, Voigt is there, makes the catch. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the first. As we look now at the Orioles starting lineup, Porter Witt at third, Urias at second, Ryan Mountcastle at first, Mancini in left, Hayes in center, DJ Stewart in right, Cedric Mullins is your DH, the highly touted prospect Adley Rutschman behind the plate, and Freddie Galvis is your shortstop. Mountcastle hitting a $182 in the young campaign, takes one low, 1-0. And now a cutter, bloop towards center field, that'll be a base hit. So, a nice hit for Mountcastle there. The Baltimore Orioles have high hopes for him. And that'll bring up the ever-dangerous Trey Mancini, hitting .222 in the young campaign. Takes one just inside, a 1-0. And now there's a changeup for a strike, 1-1. Now a cutter misses outside, 2-1. Good curveball for a strike in the outside part of the plate, 2-2. To Mancini. Now he fouls off a cutter, and the count still holds at 2. Now a backdoor slider, grounded. Oh, DJ booted it! That should have been the final out of the inning. But LeMahieu boots it. They give him a base hit, which I don't agree with it whatsoever. And now the ice-cold Austin Hayes comes up to the plate. A chance for Baltimore to score first. There's a strike in the outside part of the plate. 2-1. Now to Hayes. Swing and a miss on a changeup. 2-2. So LeMahieu boots one. And now this one, they're in the deep left field. Going back is Yelich, and it's gone. No, it's all, yes, it's off the foul pole. Hayes is first of the year. And it's Yankee baseball, folks. Somebody makes an error in the field. Next guy up hits a home run. A 3-run bomb for Hayes down the left field line. And it just got out of the ballpark. As that brings up DJ Stewart, he takes a strike, 0-1. So a 3-run bomb for Hayes, and Burns' outing as a Yankee has already blown up in his face as this has popped up to center field. Hicks is there, makes the catch. And boy, oh boy, does DJ LeMahieu want to be traded or what after a terrible postseason, a slow start to the regular season, and now that error. It's 3-0 Baltimore. Luke Voigt will lead off here in the top of the second, hitting an even 100 on the year. 1 hit and 10 at-bats. That 1 hit is a double, though. Swings and misses through a fastball, 0-1. Voigt on career home run watch number, he's got 99. As now he smacks this one to right center field. It's going to be a base hit. It's going to split the outfielders and roll to the wall. So Luke Voigt gets his second double of the year. And you see if the Yankees can't quickly answer. And that brings up Aaron Hicks now hitting a $167. As this one hammered to right center field. This one is gone! Goodbye, baseball! Aaron Hicks is first of the year. The Yankees answer right back, and it's 3-2 Baltimore. You know, Andrew, that's not a bad idea, but I think Story got a huge contract with Colorado in the offseason, and I don't think I can afford him at this point. Aaron Hicks gets the Yankees right back in it with his first of the year. Now that brings up Gio Urshela. You know, normally down 3-0 early, I'd worried, but then I remember we're playing Baltimore. As this is lined to third. Nice play there by Witt. 1 away as we look now at the Oriole defense. Mancini in left, Hayes in center, Stewart in right, Witt at third, Galvis at short, Urias at second, Mountcastle at first, and Rushman behind the plate. Now DH Didi Gregorius up to the plate. His first real start of the year as that's fouled off 0-1. Had a couple of pinch hit opportunities in Atlanta, but that was about it as he basically doesn't play the field anymore. As that misses outside to Didi, 1-1. I mean, he can, not to say that we wouldn't have him start in the field, but he's mostly as a backup in the field now. He's still on the team for his bat. The 1-1 misses outside, 2-1. DJ LeMahieu, oof, that error. That misses high, 3-1 to Didi. Pollock on deck. It's that kind of stuff that can haunt you, those errors. As Didi fouls off a fastball and the count now runs full. Aaron Hicks destroyed that ball. As now Didi stays alive. Good changeup there from Campbell on the outside part of the plate. Trying to keep everything away from Gregorius. As this one isn't, but he grounds it right to Galvis because of the shift. Fires the first in time, 2 away. We'll give it a little time, Andrew. We'll give it a couple of weeks. We'll see where we are at the end of April. As A.J. Pollock now had a career year last year, hitting only a $167 so far. Skies this one to center field. Deep. Going back is Hayes. It is caught at the track. The second fly ball to dead center for the Yankees that Hayes caught. But the third one, Aaron Hicks gets the Yankees on the board. We go bottom 2. It's 3-2 Baltimore. As Cedric Mullins, the DH, leads off and fouls off a sinker. 0-1. This one popped up on the infield. Cronenworth, actually on the center field grass, makes the catch. 1 away. Now Adley Rushman had good numbers in September as a September call-up last year. Takes one inside, 1-0. Now fouls off a sinker, 1-1. Now punches a changeup foul, quickly 1-2 on the rookie. Now a high-hanging slider, popped it up. Cronenworth again will call everybody off and make the catch in shallow left. 2 away here in the second, as that brings up Freddie Galvis, who hit .252 last year. Way inside to Freddie, 1-0. Yankees play Freddie to pull, and then instead he hits it right back to Burns, who fields nicely, flips to first in time, and a nice bounce back 1-2-3 inning against the bottom third of the order. We go top three. Yankees down 3-2. Jake Cronenworth 0 for 1 with a ground out in his first at bat. We'll lead things off here in the top of the third. Hammers this to the right side and through for a base hit. So Cronenworth gets himself a leadoff single. Now Rutschman has a good arm, but Campbell is slow to the plate. LeMahieu now 0 for 1, steps up. He hit that deep fly ball to center field that just missed going out. And now LeMahieu chops it down the left field line, foul, 0-1. That was the pitch to run on. The 0-1, just outside, 1-1. Cronenworth has a good lead. There he goes. The pitch is a ball. The throw down, not in time. Actually, it's called a strike. So Cronenworth gets his first steal of the year, gets himself into scoring position. And that's why you sign a guy like him in the offseason. Thank you, Travis. Thank you. As DJ chops this to the left side, they are going to take the out at first, but Cronenworth moves to third. So a productive out for LeMahieu. And that'll bring up Christian Yelich, who singled in his first at-bat. Orioles will trade an out for a run. A single, a steal. The Yankees got him to third. Look at the small ball here against Baltimore. And Yelich says, oh yeah, small ball. Goodbye, baseball. His second of the year. A 2-run shot to right. And the Yankees take the lead 4-3. What a shot by the former MVP. And just like that, the Yankees are up by 1 here in the third. Yankees are playing small ball, and Yelich says, I don't need no small ball. Look at the smirk on his face. He's happy to be here. What a shot by Yelich. Andrew, I have no faith in them. I have no hope for tomorrow. And even if we do win, we're going to lose in 4 to Tampa. As JT Realmuto now up. Swing and a miss on a fastball, 0-1. So Campbell pitched himself a great first, and has since then given up a bunch of hits, including 2 2-run homers. This one deep in the hole. Galvis can't make the play. An infield single for Realmuto, and here comes the pitching coach. And, well, things are looking normal as usual here in Baltimore. As Luke Voigt 1 for 1 with a double. Came around to score on the Hicks home run. Hammers this one to the left side, could be 2. Galvis the second for 1 on the first, and an inning-ending double play. But Christian Yelich, a 2-run bomb to right, and the Yankees have taken the lead away from the Orioles. They're now up 4-3. Porter Witt 0 for 1, takes one low, 1-0. Now an inside cutter grounded towards short. Cronenworth there. Fields fires the first in time, 1 away. Brings up your Ramon Urias. He's 0 for 1. Takes one low, 1-0. Now a good strike on the outside part of the plate, 1-1. It was a good cutter there. Now swing and a miss on a changeup, 1-2. Now that misses outside, 2-2. Again, they'll say that ball that LeMahieu booted is a hit. In my eyes, that play needs to be made every time. Should have been called an error. As now this is chopped foul by Urias. The count stays full. Swing and a miss. Got him on a slider. Strike 3. Nice play there. Nice pitch there from Burns, his second K of the day. And that brings up Mountcastle. He had a legit single, 1 for 1. With a run scored. Fouls off a sinker there, 0-1. Now fouls him back and out of play, 0-2. Lays off the outside slider, 1-2. Now a curve in the dirt, and quickly the count is evened up, 2-2. The changeup just misses outside. The count now full. As now a foul ball. Mountcastle making him work. Strike 3. Caught him looking with the sinker. So another nice 1-2-3 inning there for Burns. He's settled down nicely. We go top 4. Yankees up 4-3. As Aaron Hicks got the scoring started for the Yankees with his own 2-run home run. Back in the second inning. Swings and misses on a changeup there. 0-1. Hicks starting to heat up. Had a couple singles last game. As he fouls off a changeup. That was a good pitch to hit, but out in front of it. 0-2. Oh, guys, I'm real excited. I got chicken and lamb for dinner. I'm going to make a nice rice. I'm real happy. That misses low. 1-2. I love chicken and lamb. I got that white sauce from like a halal place. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. The 1-2 now to Hicks. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Rushman will throw to first to complete the play. 1 away. And that brings up Gio Urshela now, who's 0 for 1. No, you can't hit a home run every at-bat. As Gio skies one to dead center field. Hayes going back at the track. And for the 3rd time today in that weird 4-10 triangle, Hayes puts away a Yankee. This one for the 2nd out in the 4th. If the ball was carrying the center instead of left today, the Yankees would probably be up 7-3. As Didi Gregorius smacks this one to the right side. Because of the shift, what a play there at second base. Holy cow. To rob Didi Gregorius, Ramon Urias. Deep in the hole there in shallow right, and we go bottom 4. Yankees up by 1. Leading off is Mancini. Again, they said Mancini reached on an infield single. To me, that was an error by LeMahieu. And then, of course, Hayes came up and hit one off the foul pole. As that misses inside 1-1. But Burns has settled down nicely since that first inning, that rough first. And now a changeup line to right. Pollock is there, 1 away. You know, the Yankee outfield is faster than it's ever been. Judge Pollock is an upgrade in terms of speed, but not in terms of an arm. And Yelich, of course, is an improvement all around over Pollock. So Hayes, his first home, he had a 30 home run year last year, folks. Gets his first of the year in his first at-bat. And the umpire calls that a ball, and Burns just looks at him like, where was that? So sure looked like a strike to me. 2-0. Now to the Baltimore center fielder. Now pops this one up. Long run for Pollock. Cannot get there. 1 away. Or, excuse me, 2-1. As this is chopped foul. 2-2. Now a curveball in the dirt does not chase, though. 3-2. And Hayes pops this one up more properly to right. Pollock dancing around a little bit out there. Finally settles under it. Makes the catch. 2 away here in the 4th. Burns, since that home run by Hayes, has set down 9 in a row. As now DJ Stewart swings and misses on a sinker. 0-1. Now chases a high cutter. 0-2. Curveball in the dirt, lays off of it. 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out his 4th K of the day. Good slider. And now he's set down 10 in a row. We go top 5. Yankees still up 4-3 as A.J. Pollock, 0 for 1 with a deep fly ball to center field, will lead things off here in the top of the 5th. Campbell made only a couple mistakes, a couple 2-run home runs. This is hammered foul. 0-1. Yankees have had a few base runners, though, but not always able to drive them in. Has been the definition of them so far here in the early season. Yankees 1-2, lost 2 of 3 to Atlanta. Trying to get back on track here against their the pitiful Orioles. As Pollock smacks this right to center field, but right at Urias because of the shift. 1 away. He can't hit more perfect than that, folks. That brings up Cronenworth, 1 for 2 with a single, a run scored, a stolen base. He's starting to heat up a little bit. Swinging a miss there on a fastball. 0-1. Had a single last game, a few singles against the Braves. The 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. That's why the Yankees made him the leadoff hitter. He's much faster than LeMahieu. He has good speed. He'll steal bags as this one hammered to center field. Hayes again. tested but will make the catch for the second out of the inning. So Cronenworth now 3 for 11 on the young season, as LeMahieu 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. The first pitch to DJ is hammered to left, but right there is Mancini to end the fifth. He hit it well, but right towards Mancini, and that'll go bottom 5 now. Yankees still up 4-3 as Cedric Mullins will lead off here against Burns. Swing and a miss on a good sinker there, 0-1. And now Mullins tries to drop a drag bunt, but it kicks foul, 0-2. Oh, and now he plunks him. No intent there when you're up 0-2 in the count. That's the first base runner for Baltimore since the first inning, and now Rutschman sinks through a sinker, 0-1. Now late on a cutter, 0-2. Sometimes that slider just gets away from you. Now this changeup knocked foul, 0-2. Curveball in the dirt, blocked by Real Muto. Going to second is Mullins, and he is out! Do not run on the best catcher in baseball. Do not pass go. 1 away. And now Rutschman strikes out, 2 away here in the fifth. So suddenly, it looked like the Orioles might have something going, and just like that, they run themselves out of an inning potentially, as Galvis takes a strike, 0-1. And now Galvis pops one up to left. Yelich is there and makes the catch to end the fifth. So again, Burns has settled down very nicely. We go top 6. Yankees up 4-3. And that does it for Campbell. So the rookie goes 5, gives up 4. Cesar Valdez, already his 4th appearance of the season. A 3.38 ERA, got the win in relief for the Orioles in their first series. Christian Yelich, 2 for 2, a 2-run home run and a single. Valdez, a changeup, sinker, fastball, slider pitcher. Everything is slow, slower, slowest. As Yelich chases a sinker in the dirt, 0-1. The 0-1 to Yelich. Popped foul and out of play, 0-2. So Valdez probably just going to go for an inning or 2. Can't imagine him going more than that. As Yelich smacks this on the left field line, it's going to be a base hit. And 1 hop off the wall into the corner. Mancini will get there, and Yelich is now a triple away from the cycle today. That's his second double as a Yankee, and that brings up JT Realmuto, who's 1 for 2 with a base hit. And JT drops a bunt. It's a good one. Oh, and Rutschman, though, is going to go. They're going to get Yelich in a rundown. And so that'll go as a fielder's choice. Rutschman fired the third to get Yelich, who held up. So that was actually that bunt backfired. The Yankees trying to play small ball and scratch out an insurance run. As there's a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 to Voigt, popped foul and out of play, 0-2. Now Voigt just gets a piece of that sinker to stay alive, still 0-2. So the Orioles almost ran themselves out of an inning in the 5th, and the Yankees almost did it here in the 6th. As this one skied to fairly deep left center. Hayes is back at the track, makes the catch. And goodness gracious, that's been the Yankee MO today for a lot of fly balls. Warning track power, and that's it. As Aaron Hicks, his wasn't warning track power in his first at-bat. A 2-run bomb to right center. Can he do it again? Yeah, that's why you want to get Yelich to third. That would have been a sac fly for Voigt. The first pitch to Hicks, swing and a miss on a fastball, 0-1. Hicks 4 for 6 against Valdez with a home run out in front of that slow fastball. The 0-1, swing and a miss, good change from Valdez as the bottom falls out of it, 0-2. The 0-2 now, swing and a miss, Valdez retires Hicks, a rarity. But we go bottom 6. Yankees still up 4-3 as Porter Witt leads off here In the bottom of the sixth, he'll be the top of the Oriole lineup. He takes a strike, 0-1. That sinker misses low, 1-1. Now swing and a miss on a changeup, 1-2. Goes fishing on the slider, strike 3, 1 away, 6 Ks for Burns. And that brings up Ramon Urias. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a line out. Takes a strike at the top of the zone, 0-1. Now a sinker just low, 1-1. Now a changeup misses, 2-1. Probably the last inning here for Burns. Is this one up the middle? That's going to be a base hit. So Urias a 1-out single. He's got good speed at second. Zach Britton and Justin Wilson will start to warm for the Yankees. Actually, sit down. It'll be Britton, actually. Mountcastle 1 for 2 with a single. Takes a strike at the corner. 0-1. Now just lays off the cutter just outside. 1-1. Now a slider low. 2-1. Is this one punched back to Burns? He will field. Fire to second, but nobody's there. Nobody's there covering. They're going to give him an error on that. Oh, he was trying to get the double play. And now he's got nobody to blame for himself if this turns into a big inning. Instead of taking the out at first, he tried to turn the double play. As this one lined to Voigt, it's going to be a double play. A hit and run was on, but Mancini hit it right to Luke Voigt. Makes the catch, steps on first, and that is how the 6th inning comes to an end. So a wonky inning for both teams. We go top 7. Yankees still up by 1 as Travis Lakin Sr. comes on for his 3rd appearance of the year to face Gio Urshela. It looks like Zach Britton will pitch the 7th for the Yankees. Gio 0 for 2. First pitch from Lakins, swing and a miss on a high cutter, 0-1. Lakins, cutter, fastball, curve, changeup. The 0-1 to Gio is, he catches the inside black, 0-2. It was a 50-50 pitch. The ump gives him the call. The 0-2 to Gio. Smacked down the right field line, but right there is Mountcastle as he faded back on it nicely on a humpback liner, 1 away. Now that brings up Didi Gregorius. He's 0 for 2 today, 0 for 4 in the young season. Hasn't had a ton of at-bats yet. As he fouls off a fastball, 0-1. The 0-1 to Didi. Swing and a miss, good change up there as the bottom fell out of it, 0-2. Chases the high fastball, a feeble swing, strike 3, 2 away. And now that brings up A.J. Pollock, who's 0 for 2 with a deep fly ball to center and a line out. He's hit the ball well today, but nothing to show for it. Fouls off a cutter there, 0-1. The 0-1 to Pollock. Fouled back and out of play, 0-2. Pollock checks his swing. Umpire says he went around. Rushman throws the first. That'll complete the play. Get up and stretch. We're going bottom 7. Yankees holding on to a 4-3 lead here in Baltimore as Zach Britton making his first appearance of the year. Pitched in 43 games last year, a 5-4 record, a 2.83 ERA. 55 strikeouts and 10 walks. So Burns settles down nicely after a rough first. Goes 6, gives up 3. That's a quality start. Now leading off here is the guy who accounted for all those runs on a 3-run home run, Austin Hayes, as he chops the sinker foul, 0-1. Hayes 1 for 5 in his career against Britton. Fouls that back out of play. Quickly 0-2. Now a slider in the dirt, 1-2. Hayes lays off. Checks his swing, good back foot slider there. Umpire says he didn't go, 2-2. Now another foul ball there from Hayes, making Britton work a little bit here. This is chopped foul into the near the Oriole dugout, I should say. It hits the netting. The 2-2, popped foul and out of play again. Now a backdoor slider misses low. The count goes full. DJ Stewart on deck. Swing and a miss. Got him on the outside sinker. Strike 3, 1 away. And that'll bring up Stewart, who's 0 for 2 with a flyout and a strikeout. Kind of has reverse splits. Hits lefties actually pretty well. But there's a strike, 0-1. Now another strike in the outside corner. Britton paints the fastball there. Now the 0-2 misses outside, 1-2. Stewart lays off. Now the slider chopped to first. Voigt there, backhands, takes it himself. 2 away. And that'll bring up Cedric Mullins. He's 0 for 1. Was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat, and then a race that he's tried to advance on a passed ball or a wild pitch. The 1-0, as that missed low, is swung on and missed, 1-1. Switch hitter, but he hits better from the other side. As that misses just outside, says the umpire, 2-1. Now foul ball, 2-2. Just got a piece of the slider to stay alive, still 2-2. Chases the fastball, strike 3. Britton pitches a very nice 7th. We go top 8. Yankees still up 4-3. As in comes Tanner Scott out of the pen. Made 73 appearances last year, a 2-5 record, 10 holds, a 5.6 ERA. The lefty will face Cronenworth, LeMahieu, and Yelich. Let's see. He's already pitched 2 games. A game. Who do we go? Who do we go to? Darren O'Day. Darren O'Day is going to start to warm to pitch the 8th. Cronenworth 1 for 3, a single, a stolen base, a run scored. Swing and a miss there on a slider from Scott, 0-1. Scott, a fastball slider pitcher, nothing fancy. The 0-1, inside outed on the left field line. That'll curve foul, 0-2. The 0-2, smack to the left side and through for a base hit. So Cronenworth gets his 2nd single of the day. And that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu, who's 0 for 3. It's always fascinating. Every hit means so much to your batting average right now. As a pitch out there, 1-0. A sellout crowd here at Camden Yards, over 40,000 in attendance, as it's April and they still have hope. Swing and a miss there and a low fastball, 1-1. Jesse Biddle warming in the pen for Baltimore, probably for the 9th. Cronenworth, good speed off of first. As LeMahieu pops it up to shallow right field, it's going to be Urias who makes the catch in the outfield grass, 1 away. As DJ's early struggles continue. That brings up Christian Yelich. Again, he's a triple away from the cycle, folks. Baltimore doesn't really offer up a lot of triples, but you got to imagine he'll probably go for it just because it'll also allow Cronenworth to score with 1 out. The 1-0 from Scott is high, 2-0. A single, a 2-run homer, and a double. As this is smacked to the left side, well, he won't get his triple, but he'll get his 4th hit of the day. As Cronenworth goes to 2nd now, so 2 on with a man out. For JT Realmuto, who's 2 for 3 with a pair of singles. A chance for JT to get some RBIs. Smacks this down the left field, or right field line, excuse me, foul, 0-1. The 0-1 to JT. There's a strike in the outside corner, 0-2. Pretty decent arms all around the outfield for Baltimore. Hayes is probably the one you can run on the most. As JT swing, no, he did not. He checked his swing, says the umpire. 1-2 as he lays off the low fastball. That was close. The 1-2 now. Dribbler right back to Scott. He'll go to second for one. On to first. An inning-ending double play. Well, that was the worst-case scenario for the Yankees. As 1-6-3, the Orioles turn an inning-ending rally killer. We go bottom 8. Yankees still up 4-3. And in will come Darno Day for already his third appearance of the year. Here in only game number 4. But he is Mr. Automatic. So why not? Leading off is Adley Rutschman. He's 0 for 2. Swings and misses on a sinker there, 0-1. Now fouls off a fastball, 0-2. Goes around, says the umpire on the low slider. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Strike 3. 1 away here in the 8th. And that'll bring up Freddie Galvis now. Galvis 0 for 2. Takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. O'Day's been doing this a long time, folks, as he fouls that back and out of play. Does Galvis 0-2. Now this is fouled off. The 0-2 again. Another foul ball. Galvis just stays alive. Strike 3 inside part of the plate. 2 away. And O'Day is dealing as Porter Witt now 0 for 3. Smacks this to right center field. That's going to be a base hit. Hicks will cut it off in the gap, but Witt has himself a 2-out single. Oh, they're going to second. He's going to try and stretch it. O'Day is covering, and he's out at second. How? I mean, it wasn't the best throw from Hicks, but it's not like it kicked so far away from Cronenworth, and it's not like Witt is quick. They tried to catch the Yankees sleeping. O'Day was there, ready for it to cover. And he tags out Witt, trying to get into scoring position. What a terrible base running error by Baltimore. Probably their second of the night, as now Luke Voigt 1 for 3 with a double, takes one inside, 1-0. So a little help there from bad Baltimore base running. Be a 1-0 to Luke. Misses high, 2-0. Hicks on deck. Voigt a double and is hitting a couple of fly balls tonight, as well as a double play, actually. Swing and a miss there, 2-1. The 2-1, swing and a miss. Good fastball there from Scott, 2-2. It'll be a 2-2 to Luke. Just stays alive as he gets a piece of that outside fastball. Still 2-2. Scott in his second inning of work. Inside to Voigt with the slider. Count now full. Hicks on deck. It'll be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. 20th pitch on the day for Scott. Swing and a miss, was late on the fastball. He challenged him with 97. Voigt wasn't ready for it. 1 away. That brings up Aaron Hicks, who's 1 for 3 with a 2-run home run. Was not ready. Was looking breaking ball, and he got the express. As that's punched towards second. Urias there flips the first 2 away. Was looking for the local and got the express. And that brings up Gio Urshela now. He's 0 for 3 with a line out in his last at-bat. That misses inside to Gio, 1-0. Now a slider, backdoor slider hits the outside part of the plate, 1-1. The 1-1 is high, 2-1 to Gio. Chad Green, the closer, warming in the pen. The 2-1 high and outside, 3-1. Didi Gregorius on deck. I'm going to say right now, Didi will get pinch hit for if Gio walks. The 3-1. Skied towards left. Deep, but I believe playable. Mancini is there. Will make the catch, and that will end the ninth. At least for the Yankees. We go bottom 9. Last chance for Baltimore. Yankees up 4-3. Chad Green had 37 saves last year, a 1.72 ERA, a whip under 1, an 8-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, an 8-1 record, making his first appearance here of the 2022 campaign. Had 3 postseason saves. The Yankees still pretty much kind of doing a closer by committee kind of role, but Green is usually the guy. Holland is kind of the backup if Green is ever tired and can't go, say like it's a three games in a row, right? Green usually can't go 3 games in a row. So leading off is it'll be the 2-3-4 hitters. Urias has a single. Takes a strike to start off 0-1. The 0-1 inside 1-1. Green signed a 1-year extension in the offseason. Came to the terms with the Yankees for $5 million. Swing and a miss there, 1-2. Swing and a miss again, got him on the curve, strike 3, 1 away. And now that brings up Ryan Mountcastle. He's 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Takes one just a little inside, said the umpire. Green doesn't agree, but it's 1-0. Now this one punched to first. Voigt protecting the line. Will flip to Green. He's late to the bag. Mountcastle beats it out, and that's an error on Voigt. So a pair of Yankee errors. That brings up Trey Mancini now as the winning run. Swing and a miss on a fastball, 0-1. Nice, Mel. I just missed it with Yelich. Swing and a miss on a splitter, 0-2. So the tying run on base, the winning run at the plate, the 0-2, swing and a miss. He got Mancini to go fishing. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Strike 3, 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. And that brings up Austin Hayes, who hit that 3-run home run in the first. Baltimore's only runs, as there's a strike at the belt, 0-1. An error by Luke Voigt. Should have just took it himself, as that misses inside, 1-1. That's on me. Green was not covered, got slow to the bag. Now swing and a miss, good slider from Green, 1-2. The 1-2. Low, 2-2. Computer doesn't chase those low curves very often. And now a hanging slider, and Hayes is going to walk it off. Baltimore beats the Yankees here in their home opener. No Odoms, we lost 3-2, and now we lost 5-4. Chad Green hung a slider. The error by Voigt haunts the Yankees, and Austin Hayes, he had 30 home runs last year. He has 2 tonight, and the Yankees lose 5-4 as Hayes does all the damage. An error by LeMahieu led to Hayes hitting a 3-run home run, and then an error by Voigt led to Hayes hitting a 2-run home run. Tanner Scott, your winner. Chad Green, your loser. And it is a rough night here for the Yankees as they fall to 1-3. Hey, but look at that. We got a pack. Whoopity-doo. And Baltimore then beats the Yankees 2-1. They beat Jordan Montgomery. And we lose 4-3 to Baltimore. As Miro Petit blows it out of relief. The Yankees drop to 1-5. Well, yeah, he hangs a slider. If you hang a slider, it's going to get knocked out of the park. So the Yankees get swept by the Orioles. They drop to 1-5. They lose 3 straight 1-run games to Baltimore. And again, none of those runs that Green gave up were earned. And now they come home for Boston. Yeah, Mel, that's basically what happens when you don't play every game. So now, do we want to see Castillo, Severino, or Corbin Burns again? Who do you guys want to see on Wednesday? You want to see Castillo, Severino, or Burns? Vote in chat. This is how we usually do it. So the Yankees definitely hung over. Definitely hung over after the World Series win. That's true. That's actually, Mel makes a good point. I should play the home opener. I'm also curious to see if there's anything for the World Series, like a celebratory kind of thing, Odom. So actually, yes. So we'll do that, and then we'll look forward to, I actually think that's a good point by Mel. We'll do the home opener, and then we'll also vote on Seattle. But yeah, a real rough start to the season for the Yankees. 3 straight one-run losses. Green blows it in the 9th. Montgomery, the Yankee offense just couldn't deliver. And then Petit blew it in relief as well. There we go, Mel. Maybe that's, we'll do Severino next go around. So when you look here, the Yankees, aside from Yelich and Real Muto, everybody else is kind of struggling offensively. Of course, Casey 0 for 2. Dominguez 0 for 5. Actually, I shouldn't say that. He's played 2 games in relief defense, but is not probably pinch runner. Dominguez 0 for 5, really struggling. Mike Ford and Austin Romine have yet to have at-bats here in the new year. But LeMahieu, oof, 3 hits and 27 at-bats. He is struggling. I'm going to say it right now. If LeMahieu doesn't turn it around, I think somebody who said trade LeMahieu for Story. Yeah, Judge is on the Brewers, Odoms. Judge went to the Brewers. I mean, Christian Yelich doing everything he can to try and keep this Yankee team afloat. I mean, look at the pitchers. I mean, Severino pitched terribly. Burns pitched okay, well enough to win. But the bullpen, and even that, the bullpen hasn't been bad. It's just been the Yankee offense isn't doing anything. The pitching has been great. For Adam Frazier, Mel? Yeah, I got rid of Frazier. I didn't know I wasn't a big fan of Frazier. But, I mean, that is interesting. Somebody said trade him for Story. No, why would I send him to AAA, Odoms? I mean, okay, sure, we can see Judge's stats. It's only a week in, but... Yeah, Judge hitting a .174. 4 hits and 23 at-bats. Tyon 0-1 for Milwaukee. Devi Garcia, no record, but pitching terribly. That's usually what happens when you make a trade. Yeah, like, so... Let's see. What was I doing? Trades. How did my budget go to minus 30 million? I don't understand how that happened. Anyway. LeMahieu. I can't make the trade because of budgetary constraints. I'd have to get rid of more money. I'd have to send more money to, like I said, he signed a massive deal in the offseason with Colorado. Like, look at that contract that he signed. Like, I'd love to have Story come over. But I don't even know who else I could give up to try and make up that money. Like, Hicks? And then put Dominguez as the starter in center field. But I mean, Hicks has been one of my... Right now, the only 2 guys who are hitting is Aaron Hicks and, I mean, or I could do Pollock, I suppose. I hope to the Yankees, Odoms. I hope. Actually, that would be interesting. If I sent LeMahieu and Pollock to Colorado for Story... Huh. And then Dominguez would Dominguez would become the starter. Dominguez would be the starter in right. I didn't mean to do that. And then I probably would like a... What's Casey Golden? No. Don't want Kiermaier. I would want somebody like Ramil Tapia. Ooh. As like a backup outfielder. What do you think of this, guys? Oh, man, that's a lot of money. I mean... Yeah, but I mean, I think we could do Tapia. I forget how you say it. I mean, he's having a... you gotta remember, it's the first week of the season. That's why I usually wait to make it... I usually wait for the first month before I make, like, a big trade like this. Because if LeMahieu goes, like, 10 for his next 10, suddenly he's hitting 500. Right? Like, it's one of those weird things. Like, it's so early in the year where... But it's something to consider. Right? Like... Like, I think this would be a very fair trade. Yeah, I mean, Story is a 92. LeMahieu is LeMahieu's a 93. But yeah, we'll keep that on the back burner. We'll keep it in the back of our mind. I mean, but mind you, Story is, I mean, obviously he'd play short. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's 6 games. It's 6 games. It's too early to panic. It's too early to panic. Right? It's something to keep an eye on. But again, if the offense wakes up, this could turn around very quickly. But, yeah. And it's also weird because it's a weird year because the season starts super late in April and goes all the way through October. Like, half through of October. So that's what I would do, and then and then what I would do is that Severino, I would play this game on Wednesday, and then we would go all the way up to here and hopefully start to turn it around. But I would not panic just yet. But that's a heartbreaking loss, the one from Green. Again, error by Voigt, and that's also my fault. I should have just taken it, but I should have just taken it myself. But yeah. So, Garrett Cole 0-1 in 12 innings pitched. Severino got rocked. Severino might be on the chopping block if he doesn't pitch well. Not gonna lie. So, we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's still very early in the year. I'm shocked we got swept by Baltimore, but that happens. So, oh, I got a pack to open. That's right. Oh, I received rewards. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's very, very early. It's not time to panic just yet. All right. Great. Goodbye. Goodbye. All right, and the one I'm going to go with is Danny Santana because he can play every position. He can play every position except for pitch and catch. He plays every position. That card of him anyway. So, so there we go. Anyway, so have a great night, guys. We're back tomorrow. We'll be podcasting live during Yankees Red Sox during the wild card game. Hopefully the Yankees win tomorrow night, and hopefully we get back on track here with our franchise soon. But it is what it is. Again, not panicking. We're 1-5, but not panicking. Again, if the offense wakes up, we'll be all right. But until then, have a great night, everybody. Be well, and I will see you all. I'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully, and if not, then definitely Wednesday. So, good night, guys. Be well. Thanks again for hanging out. Take care.